Hi, welcome back to another video. And in this lecture, we will cover the remaining sketch tools, that is patterns, entities, quick snaps, rapid sketches, and instant 2D. So first of all, I have added the part editing environment. I have set the units to mmgs, and now I will start sketching. I will have select front plane, click on sketch, and enter the sketch editing environment. So to understand the use linear sketch pattern, we will have to first draw the sketch. As shown in the demonstration, it creates a pattern in a linear direction, and the other option is to create in a circular pattern. So let's start by drawing a rectangle. Simple. Let's draw a 3-point arc slot. First point, second point, and the third point. And this is a 3-point rectangular slot. I will select point and I will select the midpoint of this slot, and I will give the relation of coincident. To make it fully defined, I will select this line point and this point, and I will I think we should do by this straight line and straight line, and I guess there is no need since it is already vertical near face to face. Now let's give the radius. Clicking here, it gives the radius of 10, and the radius of this to 40, and the total length will be, let's say, 15. So this is a fully defined 3-point slot. Now to use the linear sketch pattern, we will select the slot and we will click on linear sketch pattern. It shows there are two directions in the dialog box open in left side, that is x-axis and y-axis. X-axis means it will move along this side, and y-axis means it will move upward. So in x-axis direction has been set to 10 mm positive, so it will move towards 10 mm positive. If I click on this arrow, it is an inverse arrow. By clicking on it, the direction is reverse. So but let's take it in a positive direction, 10 mm, because the radius is 10 mm, so the other slot will be intersecting the first slot. So I will increase the diameter 1, I want 3. Okay, similarly vice versa, and the y direction, let's the yellow lines are the preview, and let's do 2, and to make the line anything skip, let's say I don't want this one to be sure, so I can also delete it by first generating it, but we can also change it during the linear sketch pattern. So by clicking on this pink dot, we can remove the entity if we want. So by clicking on the tick, we get the linear sketch pattern for ourselves. It is blue because it has only fully defined. Let's me give the distance here 40. Okay, sorry. Yes, clicking this distance. Okay, and this one. Okay, now it is fully defined. So this is what a linear sketch pattern can do. So now it's time for the let's keep it here, hide it, again select on front plane. To show the circular sketch pattern, I will simply draw one circle at the origin, and I will draw the small circle at the, so this circle center is constant to the circumference of this circle. So I want the circles to be all over the circumference of the circle. So I will select the circle, I will drop down the menu and click on circular sketch pattern. Now I have the option. So my point one means that point of the circle around which we want the pattern to be. So this is currently at the region. If I uh, so currently it is not moving, but we can change its direction by simply going to the here also, but we want it at a region. We can also drag here from this. So suppose let's say we want 15. So preview as shown here, 15 circles are on the circumference. And if we don't want the equal spacing, we can also describe the angle between them, but equal spacing is relatively used. So by clicking on tick, we have this circle here. So let's use a trim tool again for better understanding. We will move this, clicking on power trim, this, 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 sorry, this. I am just clicking and dragging, clicking, dragging, and let's just do. Okay, now we have this. And let me tell you first how you use fillets. Now we can see there is a sharp edge here. And now we want to curve it down. There are two ways to do so. We can use arc, and here is arc. And let's give a relation arc to this circle, tangent. Sorry, let me. Okay. Okay, tangent here. And we can also tangent this to this. So now we have the curve down here. We will use trim. Yes, so now let's give the dimension of 2 mm radius. Now we want 2 mm radius here as well. So the easiest way to do so is clicking on fillet, clicking on 2 mm. I don't think it will work because it is a circle. No, yes, that's working. Okay, so in a just one click we will get the fillet here, and we can also do with the arc. So that's how we use fillets. Now for the chamfer, which is also the in the drop down of this. So to make the fillet, let me use this. Let's take a simple rectangle. To make the fillet, I will select on this, click on chamfer, click on two lines, and it will make a chamfer. That's how easy it is. So now we have discussed the linear sketch pattern and the arcs. So moving towards the next tool, which is basically the move entities, copy, scaling entities. Let me first make a rectangle. So let just make two rectangle, and let just make me a random shape. Okay. Now one thing is we can move entities, like clicking on move entities and clicking on rectangle from to. We can in from to we will select one point, and we can select one point. Sorry, I have just done this. Okay, yeah. And that's how we can, sorry, Let me just clear this out. So by clicking on this and clicking on moving entities, we can move it anywhere we want. It is also if we want to do some with the dimensions, how much we have moved, we can click on this point. If we want to move 10 axis, then we click on this and write the value of how much we want to displace. So in y direction, we want to displace it, suppose 20 mm, we will write 20 mm and it will displace 20 mm. So that's how move entities work. In copy entities, it's simple, just clicking on it, and we can also do with the help of exact values and with random from to. And in rotate entities, we can click on this, select the entities, and center rotation point, let's give this center rotation point, and we want to rotate to 70 degree. We can enter the value, let's suppose 50 degree, and enter. It is rotated in 50 degrees. The next is scale entities. By clicking scale entities and clicking on the values, we want to scale it 2x. We can also see the preview. So that is how much easy it is to use move, copy, rotate entities and scale. In the stretch entities is used relatively less, but let me show you. We make some other thing. Let's take with let's say we have this L shape. By clicking on the stretch entities and selecting this as a base point, we can drag the sketch, stretch the stretch anywhere we want. So this is what it can do. And let's select this stretch entities, selecting base point this. Now it is also a closed sketch, that's why I guess it's not happening. Let me make some open sketch. No, I guess it will work on the L shape set. So this is what it's all about, the tools. Now let me tell you what is rapid sketch and instant 2D means. By exiting the sketch and clicking on the rapid sketch is basically helpful in a very short way. It is not a very much handy tool, but it can be useful. Let's say we have both all the planes on show and we want to do sketching. If rapid sketch is unchecked, and when I do click on sketch and click on the front plane, and then I have to select the line and we can do start sketching, and vice versa. If I select on line, I click on this, then I have to click on this point. But if I do rapid sketch on and I click on line, then if I click anywhere on the top plane, that is suppose I want to start sketching from here, then one click the line is started. But in the case when the rapid sketch was off, when I click on line, I click on plane, I again have to press click to start the line and drag it out. But in rapid sketch, when I click on the plane, the line starts from there and I don't have to press click once again. I will only click again and the line will form. And in the 2D sketch section, it is just a tool. Let me select front plane, let me select a rectangle, let me give dimension to 80, and if I instant 2D is on, if I select on this, then I don't have to change the value itself. I can whereas but we can also change the value by clicking on that edge dot and dragging it up backward and front. This is what instant 2D can do. By clicking off instant 2D, we can do this. We have to enter the value only. This is what the difference between instant 2D check and uncheck. So this was all about the sketching tools. Now lastly there are tools like plane and dot and text. They are not very used, so we will discuss these in later lectures. And that's all for today's lecture. Thank you so much for the watching. Let me just hide them. Thank you.